Hey friends, let's talk all about sanitizing, cleaning your pump parts, doing it all safely. I got you. My name is Kara. I'm a mother baby nurse and a mom of three. Okay, first of all, before you pump or feed baby, always wash your hands in warm soapy water. I think if possible, wash them with actual physical water rather than using sanitizer. Okay, secondly, you do not need to wash the tubing, like the tubing that goes to the pump, because no milk actually should be going or in that tubing. However, you can get condensation in the tubing, so disconnect the flange in the bottle from the tubing and let the pump run for another couple minutes, like turn it up to just let air flow through there to get all that condensation out. Otherwise, you can get mold growing in the tubing. Okay, so when you are done pumping, using a bottle to give baby whatever, you want to wash that in warm soapy water. You then are supposed to let it air dry. Now, what about sanitizing? Now, CDC does recommend if your baby is less than 2 months old, was born premature, like ever spent some time in the NICU, had a weakened immune system, then you should sanitize. And to do that, you can either boil the parts in boiling water for 5 minutes. You can use the sanitizing feature on your dishwasher. Or my favorite is to use like these sanitizer bags. That's actually what we use in the NICU at my hospital. There are these bags you put a little bit of water in, put the parts in there, and then put them in the microwave for usually like 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the watt setting of your microwave. I know I'm going to get asked about the fridge hack, so let's talk about that. If you don't know what that is, it's where you just rinse off your bottles, flanges, pump parts, and you just put them in like a Ziploc bag, close it, and put it in your fridge so that then the next time you're ready to use it, you just pull it all out, it's ready to go. Now, the CDC does say they don't give like a specific number, they just say you can do this for a few hours. I want to point out though that doing this, it doesn't stop bacteria growth. It continues to grow just more slowly. So if your baby meets any of those criteria we talked about earlier, especially if they were premature, if they have any medical conditions, like you definitely are not wanting to do this. If you actually donate milk to a NICU, this is like a requirement. You cannot do this because there's a specific bacteria that we worry about that can be dangerous to babies. Did I do it though? Yes, I did a few times, especially when my kids were a little bit older. There was times I was pumping at work and I needed to get back out to the floor really quickly. I threw them in a bag. I saved them for a few hours. But the gold standard is technically no, you should be washing them warm soapy water after each use. I hope this is helpful. I hope you learned something and be sure to follow along for more.